Hi Leo, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your bonus reading. You guys had the highest viewership last week, so I want to say thank you so much. We'll do a bonus reading for you guys today. I am going to start by letting you know that this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with every single Leo out there. Take what resonates for you, leave the rest for someone else. Please keep in mind that in a general reading, the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, Leo, just get in where you fit in, but as always, don't force yourself into a reading. That's just not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Leo? All right, Leo, you are starting out with the Six of Pentacles reversed. You have the Four of Cups reversed and the Five of Wands. Oof, okay. All right, so I feel like you're involved here in a situation that is definitely not balanced. I'm also feeling like a lot of you could feel that you have a lot of people that are asking things of you, or perhaps you have a lot of bills. There's something about feeling like you're having to give more than what you're receiving back. I do feel that, you know, there is somebody here you're thinking about. I feel like you're trying not to. But the more you try not to, the more you do. You're wondering if there is still love in the situation. This is an unbalanced situation, though, and you're aware of this. And I do feel like you're looking back at the past as well, and you're trying to bring forward the lessons that you may have learned from that past. At the same time, I do feel like you do still have love for somebody, but it's creating a conflict between the lessons from the past and the feelings of love. There's conflict in your emotions about this. And there is a need for change to occur because of that conflict. You could also have conflict with this person about how unequal this connection is. Let's see who's in your energy, Leo. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Six of Cups, we have the Eight of Cups, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. So this is a soulmate likely, or it could be somebody you've known for a very long time, maybe even since childhood for some of you, but there's a history here for sure. It is somebody that is from your past. This person actually does have very fond feelings for you. I do feel that. There's love here. There's a genuine feeling of love that's here. This is somebody, though, that is walking away from something. They're trying to find what it is that is going to make them feel satisfied, to feel happy. They may have walked away from this connection. They're definitely walking away from something currently. I do feel like they're very focused on their money and finances. This is somebody who appears to be well supported by close friends or family. They're thinking about things from a long-term view. And I feel like this person does view you very fondly. They view you as being somebody they could have everything with. So let's see the energy between Leo and this person. The Eight of Wands. So there's communication that may be occurring or has occurred back and forth between the two of you. If this person lives at a distance, I feel like they will travel in order to talk to you. But there's definitely changes that are occurring here, and they're fast changes. They're based upon communication or possibly travel. What's affecting this connection? What is affecting the connection? Ace of Wands in the reverse. There's an ending here that's affecting the connection. Yeah, I feel like this person walked away from the connection at some point. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome. A transformation. Now, this transformation could come about because there is a final ending, or it could be a transformation of the connection itself. So we're going to have to definitely clarify that. All right. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords. This is very positive. It's underlying energy, Leo, and it indicates that you are moving away from a chaotic situation or chaos, and you're moving towards peace. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Six of Pentacles here in reverse? All right, we have Temperance And we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So you're healing from this situation. You're likely healing from the ending of this connection. Also, I do feel like a lot of you are very, very spiritual right now. There are definitely things that you have not been saying to this person, and I feel like the floodgates are at some point going to open if they haven't already. But I feel like you also feel that this person just comes in when it's, you know, convenient for them. They're in, they're out just as quickly. And so I feel like you feel that this person's a bit of a player, and that's at worst. At best, you feel like they're just inconsistent. And I do feel like there's a lot you haven't said to this person, and it's kind of building up in you. And I feel like you're gonna have your say here. You're gonna say what you need to say. So I also see that you guys are very spiritual here with Temperance. There's a sense here of you being protected and guarded. I see you having a very rich spiritual life as well. Let me see why the Four of Cups is in reverse. I feel like at some point you felt extremely disrespected by this person. Knight of Cups reversed and the Fool. Yeah, you'd like to have a new beginning. And I do feel like, you know, if this person did offer you something, like if they did come towards you with this cup of love, because when I accidentally bumped the bottom of the deck here, it's the Knight of Cups in the upright. You have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So this tells me that you're moving away from a chaotic situation and you're moving towards an offer of love here. It hasn't happened yet, so it's either this person in your energy or it's somebody else. It actually hasn't happened, but it's going to. And I do feel like at that point you will take a risk. You're going to take a risk towards some sort of a new beginning. It's just not clear to me if it's elsewhere or if it's with this person, because I feel like a lot of you have had offers from other people, but you've turned them down. You haven't been accepting those offers. So let me see this Five of Wands. Oh, there is somebody new coming in. Oofa. All right, so we have the Ten of Cups and we have the Page of Cups. So now for some of you, it's going to be this person. You're hoping to have an apology from them because you see them as your happiness. You want this conflict and chaos to end. And you are coming to the end of a cycle. All right. So, but for others of you, there is somebody in your energy. You may even meet them this week, or you may meet them in the very near future. Some of you have somebody new coming in, and this person is going to make you very happy. And it's actually going to produce a lot of internal conflict for you because you're not expecting this person. And when they do come in, you've been turning everybody else down. So when they do come in, you're going to be like, I don't know, I wasn't expecting this, but yeah, I'm kind of attracted to this person. You know, you haven't really been feeling anything for anyone else, it looks like, and now all of a sudden this new person has appeared. And you're seeing a future with them. So it will cause conflict within you. So take it as it resonates. It could be this person that's coming back with an apology, or it could be somebody new, or both for some of you. Let's look at this person's energy. Now, we know that this is somebody from the past, or it's a soulmate. So let's see why the Six of Cups is here. I feel like for most of you, this is somebody who walked away from this connection. Page of Wands, the Star card in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles. All right, so this person could be having some financial issues. If that's the case, their financial issues are going to resolve, likely by the end of the week even, or in the very near future. But I will say that this is somebody who is a bit immature with their communication. I do feel like this is someone who, you know, is feeling very isolated right now. They're kind of hopeless. Their emotions are up and down all over the place. I also feel like they are communicating with you, but it seems that it is a bit immature. It's very little. It's very little communication. And I feel like this person is in a very hopeless place right now. They appear to be, you know, somebody who is feeling isolated, abandoned, rejected, feeling very hopeless. There is some sort of a spark in their energy, though. Something new. Why is this Eight of Cups here? This person could also be younger than you. I am seeing Aquarius energy for some. Oh, the Ace of Wands. And the Ten of Coins reversed. So this person has felt a deep loss. They walked away from this connection, ending it. And now they want this connection to come back together. They're definitely feeling the loss of the connection. So their hope is to bring it back to life. We have the Ace of Wands reversed. They have it in the upright. Ten of Pentacles, here it's in the reverse. So they're wanting a reversal of their circumstances. They're wanting to, you know, bring this back to life. So why is the Ten of Pentacles here for the person in Leo's energy? Eight of Cups and the Four of Swords. Wow. All right, so this person wants to bring this back to life, but instead they're retreating. They're literally walking away from their long-term happiness. That is crazy to me. That is absolutely crazy. So this person is sabotaging this connection, even though they want this connection. So I feel like they walked away from you. The connection between you and this person, it wasn't short. It was a long-term connection. And I feel like they kind of abandoned the connection. They were very immature in their behavior, and it was likely due to some sort of sexual, you know, somebody knew. It was a sexual connection. And I feel like that ended. Now they want to come back into this connection. But you're conflicted. You're conflicted about it. Some of you because you're meeting someone new, and others of you, you're turning them down because you want an apology for what's taken place. Now, they go into this walking away mode. It's like that's their MO. They walk away. They leave you in silence. They kind of retreat. They're not communicating. But it's not what they really want. They have this Ten of Pentacles sitting right there. All right, so look, bottom of the deck is the Devil in reverse. This person has some sort of toxic behavior that is causing them to sabotage this connection. Let's look at the energy between Leo and this person. Yeah, they've got secrets. The Moon, Nine of Swords reversed. And you're not wanting to stress about this anymore. I feel like you've spent a lot of time in prayer. I feel like you've spent a lot of time, you know, working on your spirituality. And you don't want to have to worry about this person coming in, leaving, coming in, leaving. And I feel like you're going to tell them that. I feel like there's a lot you haven't said to this person, and I feel like it's kind of building up in you. So I feel like at the end of the day, you're going to say what you need to say. There are big changes that are happening here. Now, this person is keeping secrets from you. There's a very secretive energy. They don't want to tell you about why they walked away from the connection. It looks like there was somebody else involved. They don't want to tell you about that. They're very immature. So they've got a lot of secrets. Why is the Ace of Wands in reverse? The Chariot reversed. Cancer energy strong. And Judgment in reverse. Yeah, you would like to take a risk with this person, but I feel like you feel that it would be a poor judgment call because of their past behavior. You see, you haven't forgotten what took place. You do love this person. But I think ultimately you're going to have a choice between, you know, accepting some kind of a love offer here or turning it down. I feel like you're going to turn it down. And some of you are turning it down to move in a whole other direction. you want to take a risk with this person, but you know that it's going to cause more pain because they're unhealed. The star is in reverse. They're unhealed. They're in this very stuck energy. They're not moving forward here. A lot of it has to do with lustful desires, you know, sexual desires. That's why they walked away from this connection before. I feel like this is somebody who sabotages themselves because of some sort of toxic behavior. And it does look sexual. And you're not having anything to do with that. I can see it. Let me see the outcome between Leo and this person. Show me the outcome between Leo and this person. Yeah, the Queen of Wands, you're stepping into your power. The Strength card. And the Seven of Wands. So you're definitely stepping into your power here. And I do like that for you. Because I feel like even though you do love this person, you're very conflicted about what it is that they're offering you. And I feel like you feel that this person does owe you an apology. A lot of you still view this person as being happiness, but without the apology, you're not moving forward. You don't see it transforming. And here's the thing, Leo, is that you are definitely you've worked on yourself. You've been working on you. You've been making yourself strong. And now you're stepping into your power here. A lot of you are drawing in new people. And I can see that you haven't been accepting a lot of offers here in the past, but there's somebody new that's coming into your energy. And this new person is going to make you very happy. And it's going to cause internal conflict because there's some of you are thinking you are still waiting for this person, but this person is showing you that they have a lot of work they need to do on themselves. They are sabotaging the connection over and over and over. So when this new person comes in, they're going to catch your eye. They are. And you're going to see a future with them if you choose to take it. But regardless, I feel like you're going through a transformation all on your own. And if that means, basically, if this person's not going to offer you an equal give and take, you're going to be okay with ending this connection, at least at this time, at least for now. I do feel like you're going to have conflict with this person because they're very defensive. And that conflict is what's going to cause them to walk away. I feel like they're going to go silent on you. They're going to get very defensive. This person is not in a good place in their life. They've had a lot of financial losses. I can see that. They are recovering from that. And here's the crappy thing is that a lot of them, once they recover from this financial loss that's holding them back, that's when they walk away. So I don't, just be careful with this person. I feel like you see them pretty accurately. And they are working on themselves, but they've got a long way to go in comparison to you. You're showing up here in your power as a Queen of Wands. They're showing up here as a Page of Wands. So they're definitely not at the same level that you are. And I do feel like they are working on themselves. They are trying to make a transformation. But I also feel like they're very immature. I feel like there's going to be an argument. There's going to be some kind of conflict by the end of the week that's going to make this person sabotage the connection once again. But I feel like you're in a glow-up energy because of all the work you've done on yourself. So you're going to let this person do whatever they need to do. And I feel like you're going to be focusing on your own happiness. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords in the reverse. This tells me you're freeing yourself from this situation, whether it's to move towards someone new or you're just freeing yourself in general. I do see you freeing yourself. I see this anxiety that you've been carrying, the chaos that you've been carrying. I see that alleviating. I see you beginning to let that go. And you're moving towards something much more peaceful. And I do see happiness coming into your life. So let me pull... I'm going to pull an oracle using the Foxfire deck. Sometimes you guys ask. It's one of my favorite decks. All right, so you have number 20, the Garden of the Night. So give me a second, and I'm going to read that for you. All right, it says there are spaces and places within the world of the kitsune that can be found within the human world too. One of the most magical places of all is a place where we can connect with moonlight. In a world that is no longer lit brightly but gleaming with silver, the same as it is during our waking hours, yet entirely different because of the gift of moonlight. When this card comes to you, you are being asked to look at a situation, person, or concern from a very different perspective, and to allow yourself the space to contemplate it at a quiet time in solitude under the silver light of the moon. Within this space, there will be imaginative new ways to approach any difficulties, and your inventiveness and ability to dream into being a new approach will be of great help during the daylight hours, which so often belong to the world of work, of family, and of others. In these in-between times guarded by moonlight, you will not only be able to solve the problem before you, but you will have time alone to rediscover aspects of your soul that cannot seem to be fully expressed at this time during the day. At night, there is another you, another part of your identity which can be explored and in time allowed to flourish. For you are the gardener of your own soul, and you will tend to what needs to grow within the moonlit hours and allow it in time to come forth into the light of day and become more integrated into the everyday aspects of your world. For now, find this space and place and be illuminated with the silver light of imagination and of infinite possibility. Let your imagination, creativity, dreams, and wonder all feed into your waking life's projects. Let the moonlight and the sunlight intertwine and create magic. All right, Leo, I hope that this has been helpful for you. I hope it's given you some insight into this situation. If you have resonated with this reading, please hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you in your next reading, Leo, know that you are loved, and namaste.